How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Luke's Reviews, and on today's video I will be reviewing one of my most anticipated movies this year. And after all the acclaim and awards that it won over at Venice at the end of August, this skyrocketed to potentially tying it with Star Wars as my most anticipated movie of 2019, and that, of course, is Joker, directed by Todd Phillips, known for the Hangover trilogy, and also starring Joaquin Phoenix as the Clown Prince of Crime. Whew! Joker is a very unique beast. Forget what you may think you already know about the Clown Prince of Gotham, and forget all about the DCEU, because Joker is its own thing. We meet Arthur Fleck, who has aspirations of becoming a stand-up comedian, but also has to work as a clown for hire, whether it be entertaining sick children or sign flipping. Arthur also cares for his sick mother, but as society continues to deal him blow after blow, Fleck's mental state begins to unravel, and his transformation into the Joker begins. This movie's f***ed. Like, no word of a lie, this is one f***ed up movie, and it f***ed me up too. Usually when I get back after seeing a film, one of the first things I do is I just start jotting down my notes, so I can just make some sort of coherent review out of it, but I couldn't. I couldn't for Joker, because I had to, and get ready, because this is the big word, this is the big boy word, I had to ruminate. I had to sit on it. I had to really think about it, pick it apart in my head, and after doing that for a little while, I come to the conclusion that Joker is a f***ing masterpiece. But there is a lot to unpack with Joker, so let's start off by obviously addressing the obvious, and that is Joaquin Phoenix as the Joker. Now, I'm not going to start comparing him to Heath Ledger because, and it may sound cliched, but they're two very different Jokers. They're two very different takes on the character, both, in my opinion, equal towards the top, but I'm not going to try and say, oh, who's better out of the two. In fact, all of the Jokers, they're all very different takes on that character. You've got cheesy Joker, crime lord Joker, comic book accurate Joker, sociopath Joker, crack Joker, and now Phoenix adds the completely deranged Joker to this list. I don't need to tell you how good Phoenix is in this. The dude gives an acting masterclass. He dives headfirst into this character, and the results that he achieves are quite frankly insane. As Arthur, he presents a man facing struggle around every corner, fighting mental illness, and that no one is giving him the support that he needs. He brilliantly draws you in to be able to feel for Arthur and form an emotional connection, but then that emotional connection that you have with this character is tested as he starts to commit these violent acts and these like aggressive outbursts, and you're tested. You begin to feel frustrated as he turns into the Joker. How much you can still root for him, and where does that line go before you realise, no, he's too far gone, and he should have got the help, but now he's beyond saving. He even goes to the lengths to provide a backstory for his laugh. That's how fantastic the character development is here. An Oscar nomination will surely be coming his way. Possibly even a win. It's very early to tell in this awards season, but my god, this is a performance and a half. And what I do like about Joker is that it's a purposeful slow burn. For some people, they're going to see it as less of Joker and more Arthur, the movie. However, like I said, it's purposefully slow. Still unequivocally gripping, but slow. Todd Phillips and screenwriter Scott Silver present Gotham as this really bleak, dark, vile place to live. A city that has had all the hope sucked out of it. And in this visual thematic presentation, there is a lot owed to Scorsese's King of Comedy and Taxi Driver, but it still stands out on its own so as not to feel that much of like a carbon copy. Arthur lives this really bleak, dreary and depressing life, and it's not a vat of toxic acid that turns into the Joker, it's society. That's why it's so terrifying, because realistically, as Joker's motto goes, all it takes is one bad day. In here, you can literally see that unfold. One person, all they need is one bad day and garner enough of a following, and well, then we're screwed. But with such a gradual and methodical pacing to those first two acts, when we do hit the final act, and basically when the Joker is unleashed and shit hits the fan, we explode. I like to compare it to like a bowl of water that's kind of simmering at the start, and then as you near that third act, it's hitting its boiling point. But rather than just boil and bubble over, the entire bowl just explodes. The pace goes through the roof in that final act, and you are sitting there in the most uncomfortable, tension-filled nervousness as you just kind of watch chaos happen, and it's uncomfortable, and it's deliberately uncomfortable, and it's executed so well. This may not be the Joker that we're like typically used to from the comics, but it still has that underlining sense of whenever this guy is around, he is in control. Realistically, if you didn't have those slower first and second acts, then this third act is not going to be anywhere near as impactful. I was unnerved, I was freaked out, I fucking loved every second of it. And throughout we get a magnificent score from... I'm not even going to try to pronounce that because I'm going to really butcher it, but I'll put her name here. But yowzers, this is a score that perfectly encapsulates Joker. It's a fractured, eerie, pulsating score that has you on edge just listening to it. There are also a few supporting players that add to this depiction of a man whose society has just left him to rot. You have Robert De Niro as Murray Franklin, the talk show host, and him and Phoenix, towards the latter half of the film, share arguably one of the best scenes of 2019. I'm 90% sure that this is going to go down as one of the most iconic scenes, not necessarily in just comic book history, but film history. It's that damn good. Zazie Beets is a tad underused as the next door neighbour with a kind heart, but she still leaves her mark on the film, as does Frances Conroy as Arthur's mother, who... she's a very interesting character that the film actually allows you to unpick for yourself, and weighs up some moral questions of whether certain acts were justified. But honestly though, Joker is pretty much a horror movie. Steeped in terrifying reality, it's a disturbing tale of how society has screwed over the unwell, but most terrifying of all is how all it takes is one bad day for someone to snap and this will become a reality. Undeniably, this won't be for everyone due to its seriously extreme violence and unsettling subject matter, but in terms of taking the character of the Joker, picking it apart, but still staying true to its core components, the filmmakers here have done a tremendous job. It's a prime example of when every single filmmaking element comes together perfectly. Phoenix more than earns himself an Oscar nomination, potentially a win. Like I said at the start, it's a f***ing masterpiece. So overall, Joker rightfully earns a 10 out of 10.
I like that.
Anyway guys, those are my thoughts on Joker. I'm really interested to know what you thought of this film, whether you loved it as much as I did, or perhaps whether you maybe, you kind of weren't on that side of the fence. I'm really interested to know, so put a comment down below. Also, my question to you is, and I'm not going to ask you who's the best Joker, because like I said, they're so different. Each presentation, each depiction of the Joker is so wildly different. So my question to you will be, what comic book character would you like a really realistic take on? Thanks for watching! Let me know what you thought of this film down in the comments below. If you have enjoyed this video, please hit that like button and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. The links to all of my social media accounts are in the description below. Many thanks for watching guys, and I shall see you in the next video.